Hi, welcome to SCODE Vocabulary, explicit and engaging vocabulary teaching. Through these trial resources, you'll be able to get a real flavour of the scheme. In this quick presentation, I'll just give you a few pointers so you can get the most out of these resources. So we've taken the research on what makes effective and explicit vocabulary instruction, and we've built all these elements into every lesson. From exploring phonemes and pronunciation to etymology, antonyms and synonyms, it's all there, and every lesson will take students through all these different layers. These trial resources focus on the Greek root word arch, meaning rule or chief. From here and through the process of morphemic analysis, we can teach students these words, all of which share the same root word arch. Then we can teach them a whole host of other words as we explore synonyms, antonyms and idioms associated with the words. Before I show you a structure or an example of a lesson, just make sure when you've downloaded the PowerPoint that you click Enable, otherwise some of the videos and the animations won't work. The first slide is the teacher planning. Here it'll tell you what to expect in a lesson and all the slides linked to the different elements. Then it's on to the explicit teaching of the new vocabulary. Click through the slides and you'll see we've separated the word into phonemes. There's a recording of the words so students can listen and practice the pronunciation. Quite easy for this one, I've given you an easy word to get you started. And then you can see how we've broken the word down into morphemes, into prefixes, and explored the etymology of the word. This purple icon here, if you click on it, will give you more words that share that same prefix. When you're exploring the synonyms and antonyms of the word, this slide will appear. Click on the words and that will reveal the definitions. It's good practice not to allow students to guess definitions of words, but rather to give them clear and explicit explanation. All the main tasks in this scheme we've named after an idiom to broaden students' understanding and allow them to see different vocabulary and context. All you need to do is click on the task box and a definition and an example of the idiom will appear. Also remember, we've included the answers, so click on the A and the answers appear for every task. Finally, at the end of every lesson is a discussion opportunity. Now this is really important for students to practice using the word in context, for them to practice their pronunciation and their oracy. We've included the synonyms and the antonyms, and if you click on the slide, different points to help the debate and help the discussion. An example here of retrieval, which takes place at the start of every lesson. Now we've done this in the form of low stakes quizzing, so these can just be read to a class and they can guess or they can vote on the correct answer. They mainly take the form of nuanced sentences where students have to really think about the meaning and the context of the new vocabulary that they've learned. And finally, just a note on the students' workbooks and the assessment. So download the student workbooks, they're a PDF, print as many as you want. At the back of the workbooks, I've put the assessments. So the vocabulary rating scale, which is a great way and a proven way for students to judge how well they know this new vocabulary. You can do this before and at the end of the unit. Also at the end of the booklet is a end of unit assessment. This takes the form of, again, nuanced sentences or definitions or words in context, really easy for students to self or peer assess, but really effective for you to gather some data and measure progress. We hope that you enjoy using these resources. Please get in touch if you've any questions.